better be good. Didn't they just change the regs a couple of years ago? I can't keep up with this.
Somebody must have sued somebody, so a new bureaucratic genius overhauled the regs.
Oh, they get changed every 3 years anyway. There's no sense in complaining about them.
You're right, boss.
You're always right, boss.
Yeah, where's the coffee?
My name is Matteo Calfi. I'm here today to bore you to tears.
Mateo.
But you can call me Matteo. All right. I'm a social worker and a lawyer. State regulations governing restraining behaviorally challenged clients, or as you call them, consumers, has been changed because of a lawsuit.
I knew it.
I was hoping to be somebody here that knew something. The lawsuit came under the pretense something that wasn't covered under the current regulations. That's why the regulations are being changed. I'm hired by the state to revise the regs.
So you're the new genius.
Either that or I fooled the right people. Are there any questions so far? Yes, Natalie Whittemore. With what company are you with, Natalie?
The three of us here from Gromiko Incorporated.
Gromiko, a company well known for its professionalism and its meticulous compliance with regulations. Is that the same Gromiko?
That's the one, and she's the reason why.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Natalie. What's your question?
What was the lawsuit about specifically? Was a consumer injured in a restraint?
Yes, it has to do with a particular type of restraint, prone restraint. Are you familiar with that restraint?
How old was the consumer?
48 years old.
My guess is that the prone position made it difficult to monitor vital signs like breathing. Was it a heart attack?
Very good.
Fatal?
Fortunately, no, but painful enough to make a substantial settlement, hence the new regulations. Let's look at page 1. So, in essence, and in a lot of legal jargon, prone restraints require they're only done upon prior approval from a peer review committee for such consumers that require such restraints.
I see a situation the regulations don't cover. What about emergencies? Extreme violent behavior from a consumer that has never displayed it to such a degree before and wouldn't have had a peer review provision in the files.
I did think of that, but I thought of it as not being a problem. Is that a common occurrence?
No, but it can happen.
Let me see. I'd like to pick your brain about that. Can we talk about this later? All right. Let's conclude. Meet back up in 10 minutes. Take a short break.
Whittemore Roofing Company, good morning.
So how long have you been working with Murphy? Yeah? Did you work on that industrial park job? Good. So how long have you been laid off now? Mm-hmm. Can you make it in today? How about 3:30? Great. Okay, ask for Brad when you get here. See you then. Hey Nat, how you doing?
Hey, Brad. I just called to let you know I'll be a little late getting home, and I'll stop and get supplies for dinner on the way. Are you home tonight?
Yep. Hey, Ben started back today. I'll be out relaxing on the porch when you get there.
Oh, good. You've been working hard while Ben was out sick.
Hey, how's the seminar? You on a break?
Yes, it's good, actually. The state is allowing us to have some input on the new regulations. Very unusual. And the seminar leader is great.
Wow, good seminar. That's unique.
It is. I'm staying a little late to put my 2 cents on the new regs.
Okay, I'll see you when you get home, hon. Bye.
We'll get it done, Tommy. I told you it'd be done in August, and it'll be done in August. Can you hold on a minute, please? Brad, the Casey Warehouse job. Can we get it done in August?
What's that?
The Casey Warehouse, Tom Casey's on the phone right now. He is a little nervous about it getting done in August. Can we do it?
Not unless you repent your many sins and pray a lot. We're way behind on that one. Ben being sick stretched us too thin.
Not what I wanted to hear. Thanks for holding, Tommy. Look, I know Ben was out sick last week, but Brad was there every day, and Ben is back at work today. I talked to him yesterday, and he said he would be in today. I'm expecting him here any minute. And here he is as we speak. He looks alive, Tommy, but I'll check his pulse before I send him out again. Okay. No, thank you. Bye.
Whittemore Roofing Company, good afternoon. I'll see if he's available. Please hold. Bradley? Bradley? Bradley,
Yes, Lois?
you're a little distracted today. There's a guy in the line about the want ad.
Okay, put him through.
Brad, are we getting some roofers in for interviews? Ben says with the right size crew, we can get the Casey roof done by the end of August.
Hey, Ben, great to have you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I scheduled another one today. How many more you need?
I'm gonna need you to get me at least 5 more.
I think we can do that. There's a lot of good people looking for work.
Oh, I love the sound of optimism. Makes me feel rich.
Well, on that note, let me head back out to that warehouse so I can help you boys fatten up your bank accounts. I'll take care. I'll see you guys later.
See you, man. What would we do without that man? And our Lois, too, of course. What's going on with you, brother?
What do you mean?
You're a little spacey today. Maybe doing Ben's job and your own took its toll on you? Why don't you take a few days and go up to your cabin in Maine? Might do you some good to get away for a while.
You know that cowboy I told you about? One I worked with that summer years ago up in the Adirondacks? That one in that picture.
Yeah, crazy something. You talked about him so much, it was like I knew him.
Jake Krasinski. Crazy Jake. The most untamed human being that I've ever met, before or since. He found our website and emailed me he's coming to visit.
I assume this is a good thing?
Hell yeah, it's a good thing. I can't believe he even remembers me. I was just a 21-year-old kid that summer, following him around like a damn puppy dog. That was 25 years ago. I never thought I'd see crazy Jake Krasinski again.
When's he coming up?
Sunday evening.
Todd, Freeman's Market about your estimate.
Thank you, Lois.
Hello, I'm home.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Gwen. Where's Emma?
She's up doing her homework. She's got a paper due tomorrow.
Hello, Emma.
Hi, Dad.
So did you talk to your mother?
Yep.
So you know she's bringing groceries home for dinner? Hey, why are you sitting all alone looking so pensive?
I'm thinking about Jim,
Jim?
my boyfriend.
Oh, Jim. So what's up with Jim? Seems like a nice guy.
Oh, he's nice.
So?
Well, he's just so quiet, Dad.
Oh, a couple of weeks ago you said he was the strong, silent type.
Yeah, he is really strong, but he's also really silent. You talking about the corpse?
What?
Dad!
The cadaver, Silent Jim from Catatonia.
Emma, don't start. Dad!
Emma.
Jim, speak to me. Give him some air, CPR. He's not gonna make it.
Dad!
Emma, stop.
Daddy laughed.
Well, my comedy work here is done. Back to my intellectual pursuits.
Dad,
Let her go, honey. Let her go.
I'm cooking supper tonight, and she can't have any.
You're making supper? What's the special occasion?
Mom had to come home late from work tonight, so I told her she can relax and I'll cook supper.
Silent Jim is a lucky young man.
Dad.
Papa Bear's going out in the porch to read the paper.
How about a drink, sailor?
Now this is the type of service the Lord of the Manor could get used to. What's the special occasion? Just your usual sweetness?
That's right. I talked to Todd today. He called and recommended some tender, loving care after your tough week.
Between caring brother and sweet wife, I'm pretty well pampered, aren't I?
I bet you're happy Ben is back.
Yeah, I got done most of my work today, and Todd's been a big help. So how was your day?
Good. All the sites were quiet, and Gromiko Incorporated is going to contribute to the writing of the new regs.
What do you mean by contribute?
The guy who ran the seminar is coming by the office tomorrow. He wants to get our ideas on the new restraint restrictions for violent behaviors.
Is he visiting all the companies who attended, or just Gromiko?
No, just us. He was familiar with Gromiko and was impressed with what he heard. I think he wants to see how we deal with restraints. I brought up a situation he hadn't thought of before, so he wants my help wording the new revisions.
You go, girl. Hey, you'll never guess who emailed today. Crazy Jake Krasinski.
No. You're kidding. Crazy Jake? I don't believe it. What did he say?
Well, he's coming up from West Virginia to visit us. He just got done with another divorce, and he wants to get away. If we can handle it, he's going to stay a couple of nights. I couldn't believe it when I got it. Crazy Jake Krasinski. I thought he was just a memory.
West Virginia? How did he end up there?
I have no idea. I can't wait to tell the girls. I think I'll tell them tonight at dinner.
Speaking of dinner, your oldest offspring is busy cooking for us tonight.
I know. Obviously, she's infused with the noble, yet humble genes of my lineage. Princess to serve the masses.
Yeah, we're all grateful for your lineage. Emma's tied up with her paper, and I think Gwen saw a chance to add value to her stock while little sis is occupied.
It'll work. Anyone who feeds me is in favor. But there's another element to Gwen's story tonight. Silent Jim.
Ah, the boyfriend. I know Gwen's been deep in thought about him lately. I don't think the relationship is developing too well.
Hey, wait a minute. I think Emma has a point here. Nobody ever civilized me.
No kidding.
Speaking of uncivilized, Dad came home with some interesting news.
You're not our real dad, and you're related to Sasquatch, right? He's not your daddy.
Cute, hon. You girls know the story of how I met your mother, right?
No, Dad.
How many times did you girls ask us to tell you that story when you were small?
Tell it again.
You know it. You girls can tell it.
No,
What's your
you
story?
tell it. You start it, Mom.
Well, I was 19 years old and I went to a dude ranch in the Adirondacks with the family of my best friend Sheila. It was a 2-week stay. I'd never been on a horse. It was a beautiful place, next to a lake, surrounded by mountains. The trails went way up into the hills. The trail rides were so steep, I was terrified and so excited.
That's not all that excited you, was it, Mom?
No. The trail rides were run by a couple of ranch hands. The trail leader was in his late 30s, a Wyoming cowboy named Crazy Jake. He kept us all laughing with his stories.
I remember one ride, a horse started farting, lifted up its tail, in about 20 seconds of loud gas came out. The woman who was riding it was rather large, and she looked really embarrassed. Jake turns around in his saddle and he says, "Just blame it on the horse, ma'am, that's what I do." I laughed so hard I almost fell off the horse.
And the other cowboy, Mom?
He was much quieter. His name was Brad. He was 21 years old and so cute. He rode in the back. Each time I rode, I tried to get closer to the rear.
Which was perfect for me, because all I wanted to do was ride behind her rear.
By the 3rd or 4th day, I was riding once a day, sometimes twice a day. I finally got him to talk to me as we rode.
Talking to that pretty girl, the trail ride seemed like 10 minutes, not 2 hours. I never wanted to get off that horse. Really, the only time that we talked that first week was on horseback.
Why didn't you talk to her off the horses?
Because anywhere I saw Brad, he was always with Crazy Jake. He was practically glued to the side of that man.
Jake is where it was all happening.
Which is why I could never talk to Brad off the trail. Jake was always the one doing the talking. I practically had to herd him like a cow to get him alone.
You wrangled that cowboy, right, Mom?
Damn right. Once I lassoed him and never let him go.
Turns out we were only about 15 miles apart in school, so I not only had a great summer, but a beautiful girlfriend when I got back home.
And a beautiful bride a few years later.
Wait till you girls hear some of the stories.
You told me one of them when I was little, about the guy who pointed his gun at a snake and shot his own horse instead. That one gave me nightmares.
Nice bedtime story, Dad. That's why she's so twisted.
Speaking of cowboys, tell him your news, Brad.
Oh, girls, Jake Krasinski, the cowboy from that ranch, is coming for a visit.
A real cowboy?
Oh, he was pure cowboy, all right. He never called me by name. It was always hon, little lady, or little darling.
That didn't get annoying?
At first, maybe, but it just seemed normal for Crazy Jake, and I couldn't help but like him.
When is he coming?
He'll be here in a few days, Sunday evening.
It's so great you get to see your old friend, Dad.
Way to go, Daddy-O.
Thank you, girls.
Excuse me, back to my academia. Good supper, sister. Did you happen to notice I didn't mention Silent Jim the whole meal?
Thank you.
Not one word about the stiff body of an excuse you call a boyfriend.
All right.
Off you go, little one.
I'll clean up, and then I'm going to the mall with Carla.
Well, yes, clean up, no. Big Daddy will handle KP duty.
Thanks for dinner, sweetie.
Being the sole beneficiary of your estate is thanks enough. Goodbye.
Bye, hun.
So, Big Daddy, what are you gonna do with Jake?
Well, we've got 25 years of catching up to do, for one thing.
I hope you're ready to put in some listening time. If memory serves me, I've never met anyone who talks more than that man did. Maybe we should have Silent Jim spend some time with Jake. Maybe they'll rub off on each other.
Yeah, Jake did like to talk, but you have to admit he was fascinating. To me, Jake Krasinski was everything I wasn't. Tough, and he always had something to say. He was a human entertainment center. He was bigger than life. That summer was one of the best times of my life.
I hope Crazy Jake wears well on you now that you've grown up and become a hero yourself.
Jake's 63 years old now. It'd be good to see him again.
I have an idea for you. Why don't you take your old friend up to the lake? He'd probably love me. It'll give you two old cowboys a chance to catch up and reminisce.
Todd mentioned I should get away to the lake, too. Is this another one of your conspiracies?
You've been working so hard. Jake's visit is a sign you should go away and relax.
It's not a bad idea, but I have roofers scheduled on Monday and Tuesday.
Todd is all set to do the interviews. He's expecting you to confirm your time off tomorrow.
Would you and Todd let me know if you make any major changes in my life?
You'll be informed on a need-to-know basis.
I'll call him, tell him I'll be in Wednesday morning. Thanks, hon.
You're welcome. Hello? Okay, thank you.
sounds wonderful.
Hi.
Well, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Natalie. How are you?
I'm always good on Fridays.
I hear that. Is this okay time for you?
This is fine. I've rearranged our schedule so you could spend as long as you need with us.
I feel honored.
Make yourself comfortable. Can I get you some coffee?
I'd love some. Just some milk or cream, please?
Sure. Coming right up. Coffee for Kelsey.
Oh, very clever.
Here we go.
Thank you. Nice looking family.
Thanks. They keep me busy. How about you?
They don't keep me busy. I don't even know them.
Now who's clever? Okay. Do you have any children?
No, things haven't gone that way for me yet.
Oh, sounds like a sad song.
Yeah, well, my fiance dumped me 6 months ago.
Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. The fact that I can mention it is a step forward for me.
Well, shall we get started? Business before misery, right?
Right.
Where do we begin?
Can we start with your incident reporting and your self-regulation policies?
Sure. Well, about restraint incidents.
So Gromyko banned prone restraints 3 years ago?
Closer to 4, actually. We had a consumer hyperventilate in a face-up restraint and put enough of a scare into us to want to make sure we could always monitor vital signs. So prone restraints went from being discouraged to banned. Now they're only for emergencies and only when there are no other options available.
When was the last time a prone restraint was used here?
Actually, there hasn't been one in over 3 years. The focus on face-up restraint training has led to its use even in emergencies.
Oh, I know I said this before and a lot today, but you guys are way ahead of your field here. Does Mr. Gromashek know what he has in you?
I'm afraid he does. I've been ready to resign 3 times over the last 15 years, and each time he gives me a raise just before I did it. It's like he was reading my mind.
Smart man. Oh, we worked all morning and we didn't even get a chance to revise these regs.
Mr. Gromashek has asked me to take you to lunch, our treat. We never miss an opportunity to suck up to a bureaucrat.
Ah, bureaucrat. And here I thought I was this counterculture maverick reformer type.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, sure you did.
Let's go to lunch.
I can't. I have to be in Boston for 3 o'clock. But you could take me out to lunch on Monday.
I can. Oh, that's very nice of you.
Well, if your schedule allows, I'd like to come back and get your ideas about those revisions. How's Monday? Say 10 a.m.?
Monday, 10 o'clock, and lunch. Okay.
Well, I enjoyed working with you, Natalie.
I enjoyed it too. Have a nice weekend, Mateo.
Thanks, you too.
That's the 10th time you've looked out that window since dinner. He'll be here soon.
I know. Come on, I'll help you clean up.
All done, Cowboy. I have a plate ready for Jake if he hasn't eaten.
Thanks, Nat.
Come on, let's go sit on the porch so we can welcome Crazy Jake.
I can't believe she did that.
I know. What was she thinking?
What is that? Oh my god. That must be him.
It must be.
Howdy.
Hi, Jake.
Oh, hon. Good to see you. You're prettier than ever.
Jake, how are you?
Hi, Buck. Oh, whoa. What are we engaged or something?
Is he okay?
I don't know.
You okay, Jake?
Goddamn cigarettes. You know, if all my ex-wives don't kill me, they sure will.
Jake, we'd like you to meet our daughters. This is my oldest, Gwen.
Hello, little lady. Glad to meet you.
And this is Emma.
Pleased to meet you, little darling.
Girls, this is Crazy Jake Krasinski.
Nice to meet you, Jake.
Well, Buck, seems like you did it. Surrounded by a beautiful woman. It's a good thing you married a good looker with dominant genes.
Are you hungry, Jake? I have a supper plate all ready for you.
Thank you, ma'am. I could eat a horse. I already have.
Well, come on in.
Oh, yeah. Let me get my luggage.
Let me get that for you, Jake.
Get the boy. Oh.
You travel light, Jake.
That's all my last wife left me. Wow, nice place.
Thanks, Jake. Come on, I'll show you to your room.
Well, thank you, partner.
You been sick, Jake?
Well, not so that you'd notice, but I have some issues. This one here, high blood pressure, pain, you know, I got arthritis real bad. Too many wild women and bad horses. But then again, it could be too many wild horses and bad women. Sorry. Yeah. This one here is for depression and anxiety. High cholesterol. This one reminds me of my family, my emphysema. And I got this one. This one here is, it stops me from leaking urine.
Hey, Jake. Nat and I have a place up in Maine. How about you and I take off tomorrow, head up there and spend the day? Then we'll stay overnight and come back on Tuesday.
That sounds real good, Buck. You know, I've never been to Maine. And it'd be nice for us to get away together. So there we were. And a small plane was going down the runway. My cousin says to me, he said, "You wouldn't dare." What I tell you, ladies, back then, that was the wrong thing to say to me. I immediately spurred my horse and galloped after that plane. Now, when it was just starting to take off, the pilot looks out at me, and he sees me galloping along right next to him, and he told the police, he says, "I almost had a heart attack. I almost had a heart attack." I said, "Oh." I end up going to court. And I said, "Judge, I was just sitting there on my horse. The little plane go down the runway. And my horse, its mind snapped. And it was off, going after that plane. It was crazy. That's all I could do to stand on." Judge says, "Mr. Krasinski, I don't know whose mind snapped, yours or your horse's." Oh, excuse me. And another time, you must remember this one. Another time, I rode my horse right into a bar in Tempe, Arizona. About a half hour later, the police find me out on the prairie, and I'm just going along. And they pull up to me, and I say, "The horse was thirsty, damn it!" Oh. So I'm starting all over again. She took me to the woodshed, tar out of me. I had some stupid blockhead lawyer. Marcia went out and got herself one of these slick city gunslingers types. That guy twisted everything I said, bent it around so that I was the bad guy and she was the innocent victim. I'm telling you, if I had that to do over again, I just wouldn't be here, I don't think. So I said, wait a minute. Just wait one darn minute. I'm Gordon Good Guy here. She looks at me. She says, I believe Buster Bastard. Oh, God. Hey, you know something, Natalie? That was one of the best meals that I have eaten in a long time. And now, if you'd excuse me, I'd like to step outside for a cigarette.
I'll come sit with you.
Cool.
Oh my God.
Mom, is he ever quiet?
He has always loved to talk.
I have a new appreciation for Silent Jim.
I don't want to be mean, but have you noticed he kind of smells?
Yeah.
Yeah, he smokes too much. At the ranch, he always smelled like stale tobacco and horses. But he's got a great big Western heart.
I hope it's a strong one with all that smoking.
Is it okay if we leave now, Mom?
You girls have been very kind.
Mom?
Definitely.
So I said, I lost track of the time. Isn't it December? Oh, we had some good times at that ranch. Eh, Buck?
The best.
We're off to the mall. Nice meeting you, Jake. Nice meeting you, Jake. Later, Dad.
Good night, little ladies.
Have a good time, girls.
Okay, goodbye, Dad.
God, they're gorgeous, Buck.
Thank you.
They are great kids. We're really proud of them. I can't believe it's been 25 years, Jake. That summer was a great time in my life.
That ranch was the break I needed after a nasty divorce. Here I am now, needing another break after another nasty divorce.
What is this, the 5th?
Well, I don't know. You got a calculator over there? No, it was the 6th. And it was a real kick in the ass, Buck. She took me to the woodshed and beat the tar out of me. She got everything, and I was left with nothing. You know, I had just finished putting the final touches on the house when she served me the divorce papers. I had just cleaned up from completely redoing the kitchen. My lawyer recommended that I go see a psychologist. It was part of the process, he said. So I went. Answered a few questions, and that genius decided that I had a drinking problem. I don't have a drinking problem. Yet everything I said, she managed to turn it around to my non-existent alcohol issue.
So, you boys solving the world's problems out here?
I have to use the little boy's room.
So, it's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Sure is. You know, I was talking to Buck about my divorce. I really loved that gal. Before we were married, she said, I want to have some of the experiences that you had in your life.
Hello? Oh, hi, hold on a moment. I'm sorry, it's the girls. I've got to take this call.
No problem, hon. You go right ahead. I'm going to have me another cigarette, and I'm going to turn in. I'm a little tired, after all that driving.
So, as soon as I go out there to see if you need some help, you leave me out there alone to hear the divorce blues?
Sorry, Nat. I really needed a break. Did you get a phone call?
Yeah, it's Emma. Want to talk to her?
Hey, Emma. There's no one there. Fake phone call. You are a clever little lady.
Well, you better learn a few tricks yourself, big man. You're off to Maine with them in the morning.
Quiet cabin on a lake is exactly what Jake needs to clean the dirt out of his life and find himself again.
I sure hope so, Brad. I've never seen anyone who needs to find himself more.
I want to thank you folks for your kindness. I could really use it at a time like this.
We're happy to have you, Jake. Heck, if it wasn't for you, he might never have asked me out.
Well, he was a little slow back then.
Slow? He was frozen.
Hey, I'm right here, you know.
I'm slowing down right now and I'm fixing to go to my bunk. So I'll just say good night, little lady.
I'll probably be off to work before you men have leisure to get up tomorrow, so I'll wish you a good time in Maine now. It's so nice to have you, Jake.
Oh, thank you, darling. I could get used to that. Maybe we should send the old mister up to Maine by himself.
Good night, Jake.
Jake, you're going to love the cabin. There's something about Maine, the lake, and the cabin that takes the weight of the world off your shoulders. You need some relief from the stress in your life.
I sure do, Buck. You know, I was actually accused in court of assaulting my wife by her scumbag lawyer.
Really?
Oh.
Where'd he get his information? He make it up?
No, Marcia told him that I had assaulted her one time during an argument we was having. I did not assault my wife. Though I wanted to take her and shake her, throw her down a flight of stairs and slide the refrigerator down on top of her, I did not. And she had just bought her 86th pair of shoes when I was just trying to tell her we gotta cut back.
Hi.
Hi.
A little thank you gift from the grateful governor of the Commonwealth.
Those are not from the governor. He always sends snapdragons and tulips.
Oh, he does?
Yes, Mateo, and the president sends roses, of course.
Oh, of course.
But only during the summer.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
Maybe, but you're a very sweet idiot. Before I forget, tell me about your name. I've never met a Mateo before. What's Mateo? What's Calfee? Besides your names.
Well, Calfee is Scottish. My father is Scottish American, and my mother is Mexican, hence Mateo. Mateo means gift of God. It's a Latin variation of the name Matthew.
And you were their gift from God.
Yep.
The flowers are lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do. I can't tell you how much talking to you has helped me think of new revisions to bring to the department. I couldn't even sleep last night. My mind was racing.
Well, shall we get started before your mind races away? Does your AC mind want some coffee this morning?
Yes, but let me get it this time. Black. One Splenda, right?
Yes, thank you. I'll pull out the restraint guidelines.
We was on a strict budget, and I asked her to curtail her spending habits. All she could do is complain about my low income.
So you're sure the reporting structures now being used are adequate enough when emergency prone restraints are being used?
That's how I see it. Whenever a restraint of any kind is used, the reporting requirements cover all the bases. I don't think there's a hole in the process.
Okay, I think we're done here then. You owe me lunch.
Yes, I do. And I have a gourmet lunch planned.
Okay, well let me help you clean up this mess before we go.
No, I'll get it later. That way I can organize it in a way only I will comprehend.
Ah, that's why the boss will never let you quit. No
That's
one could ever
right.
take over your system.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, Jake, it's a credit to you that you made it through all that. But now that we're together again and on the way to the lake, how about if we talk about times to come? Let's make some new memories.
That sounds like a real good idea, Buck. It's good to have a friend right now. Let me tell you something. You know who your friends really are when your life falls apart.
gourmet?
Nothing but the best.
Here you go. Thank you.
So, a roofing company. Talk about overhead, huh? How's that business?
Bradley does very well when times are good, and we have to tighten up the budget when the economy takes a downturn, but we can't complain. We're very fortunate.
And the girls do well with their studies. A nice family.
And what about you? When are you going to get back up on the horse?
I don't know. I thought Dina was the one. She was a mind reader, too. Just before I asked her to marry me, she left.
But I thought you told me your fiance dumped you. You weren't actually engaged?
No, well, in my mind we were. I already had the ring and everything.
That's sad. What was the reason for leaving? Is it okay to ask that?
Yeah, it's okay. It helps to talk about. She was scared, I guess. She said she lost the feeling.
I'm so sorry, Mateo.
How does that happen, Natalie? If you love someone, can it go away just like that?
It changes. Sometimes it feels so intense and wonderful, and other times it's empty and lifeless. Sometimes it isn't there at all. Sometimes he's my best friend. Sometimes he's just a roommate. Other times I hate him. It changes. It's up, it's down, it's good and it's bad. It changes.
So why did she leave?
She left because she didn't know it changes.
Well, this is it. You can take the whole tour from here.
It's a nice little cabin. This is real pretty, Buck. I can see why you folks love it.
Before you light one up, why don't you grab your bag and come with me upstairs? I'll show you to your bedroom. You know, I'm really glad you like this place. Maybe now you can take a deep breath and relax.
Oops. This is exactly what I need, Buck.
Yeah. Has a way of taking the edge off, doesn't it?
It sure does. Same as seeing you, old friend. Hey, I brought along some old pictures that I found of the ranch. I thought you might enjoy them. Luckily, I found them before Marsha got her hands on them. You know, when I saw them, that's when I decided I would contact you. You remember this?
We were building the shed.
You remember that then, huh?
Oh, how could I forget? You taught me more about carpentry than I've ever learned since.
He is a real nice one.
Yep, I've got this one framed in my office.
Really? I got one you don't have, I bet. Oops, that one's gone.
Natalie and me on horseback. She looks just like Gwen.
Keep that one. Keep it. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks, Jake. You know, feels just like old times sitting together here on a porch, doesn't it?
Sure does, partner. Sure does. What the hell was that?
That's called a loon. It's a cold water bird. Kind of like a duck, but different.
I have experience with loons, but all of them are named Mrs. Krasinski.
Hey, Jake, you ever been out on a kayak?
I don't even recognize the breed.
Come on, let's go take the kayaks out. Maybe we'll see a loon.
Long as it doesn't throw me, like all my horses and all of my wives. I'll tell you what, Buck. This is like a beautiful furlough from frontline combat.
I know what you mean.
No. I hope you never know exactly what I mean. This divorce is by far the worst of all of them.
Yeah, you seem really troubled by it.
Well, I lost everything. I lost everything. Even the gun collection that I had before the marriage. There were 2 pistols from the 1860s.
Jake, don't you think maybe you ought to talk about something else? Get it off your mind?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Every time I think of those guns, though, oh, I just go nuts.
So, tell me about your day.
It was okay.
Hello? No, she's not. She's probably still at work. Who's calling, please? Mateo. Cool name. Would you like her to call you back? Okay. Mateo. Will try sell. Please call. If no, connect. Got it. You're welcome. Bye. Mateo. Now there's a cool name. What kind of name is Mateo?
It's a cool name.
Yeah. So, anything interesting happened at work today?
Not really.
And my lawyer was completely incompetent. The first time I met him, he told me, Mr. Krasinski, there is no reason you shouldn't walk away with not only what you brought into the marriage, but everything you earned as a contributor to the marriage. And that's a direct quote.
Mateo.
Hi, Natalie. Just when you thought you had gotten rid of me, right?
Bad pennies always come back. What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if your boss could give you away for one more day. Is there any way you can come visit me at a program tomorrow?
I'm scheduled to visit 2 of our programs tomorrow, Mateo. What's going on?
Well, there's a program way up in the Berkshires that is putting up a major fuss over the new regs. They think we state people are out of touch with the daily problems of a day rehab program. Since part of my job is to help the programs through this process, I'd like the folks there to meet you and get your take on the whole business.
Mateo, my boss likes me to help out state people, but not to give away our trade secrets and procedures to the competition.
No procedures, no trade secrets then. I'll bring you in to show the attitude that your company takes towards these state regulations. Okay?
That might work.
It'll be a huge favor if you can do it. I'll even offer you some consultation money.
I'll reschedule with the programs tomorrow. I don't think that'll be a problem. And if Mr. Gromashek is okay with it, I'm sure he'll pay me for the day.
Okay, thanks, Natalie. I'll call you early in the morning to confirm. 7 a.m., okay?
7? What do you work, part-time? The day's half over by then.
Now you're showing off. If it works out for you, what time can I pick you up?
I'll drive and meet you there. I need to be able to get back in case there's an emergency.
Okay, I'll email you the address of the program. It should take you a little over an hour to get there. Would 10 a.m. be okay?
That's fine.
Wear jeans and walking shoes.
Jeans and walking shoes? I'm not doing restraint training for another company, Mateo, not even for a gift for God.
You won't be trained, just trust me, will you? You'll be happy that you met my dress code.
Jeans and walking shoes. Any other rules or codes?
Nope. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.
So, we went into the judge's chambers without the lawyers in an attempt to shorten the process. At last, I figured I would finally be heard in chambers without the lawyers. But every time I tried to say something, the judge, he just interrupted me. Marcia got to say anything she wanted.
So where do you see the economy headed?
What?
And the judge says to me, as I was about to make an important point, Mr. Krasinski, we do not have all day. Can you imagine a judge cutting off important information just like that? Talk about dereliction of duty. I think if he was a little even-handed, I'd have a chance in this damn marriage.
Mom, Silent Jim is here with Gwen. She's been trying to get a conversation going for 2 hours.
Poor Gwen.
I think you should go in there and check his pulse.
You know, Emma, you might be more helpful to your sister if you didn't spend all your time thinking up jokes about the issue.
Oh, I don't spend any time thinking them up. They just come to me. It's like a curse of some kind. I've been cursed with brilliant wit. Nobody knows what a burden it is.
Oh, I think we all share the burden, so we're all well aware of it. Hi, kids.
Hi, Mom.
Hey?
Hey, he said hey. Jim, nice talking to you.
You're staying for dinner tonight, Jim. Brad is away and I need someone to replace his appetite, okay?
Okay. Jim, nice talking to you. He said okay.
Come on.
Ow! But he said okay!
It was probably Marcia that started that business about me drinking too much. She was talking to her friend Tammy on the phone the other day, and she said something like, maybe a drinking problem would do it. I didn't have any idea. It completely blindsided when I saw what they were talking.
Hi, Natalie. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm making dinner for the girls and Silent Jim. How are you? How's the cabin?
It's okay.
It's okay. It's Crazy Jake, right? Has he stopped talking yet?
Yeah. He stops talking every time he's inhaling cigarette smoke. And starts up again on the exhale.
Oh no, well, at least he inhales a lot, right?
Yeah. He hasn't stopped talking ever since he got up this morning. He's driving me crazy.
Oh no, poor baby. Poor Jake too, he's so troubled. What are you gonna do?
What can I do? I guess I'll just have to bite the bullet and get through the next few hours. I'll turn in early and then I'll just have to get through the ride home.
Maybe I can help you. I have an idea.
Is it legal?
Yes, it's legal, and if it works, you might not have to talk to him for 3 or 4 hours.
If this works, I'll be your slave forever.
No, you have to give me something I don't already have. Remember that little bar in Winthrop we found last year? Maybe there'll be enough people there tonight for Jake to find someone else to talk to.
On Monday night?
We were there on a Tuesday night last year, and there's a pretty good crowd. It's worth a try.
You know, it just might work. I'm a genius.
You're a genius. It's my idea.
Yeah, I know, but I was brilliant enough to marry you. Thank you. I love you.
You're welcome. I love you too. Good luck.
How's Dad doing?
He's pretty frustrated. Jake hasn't stopped talking yet.
You want to see frustrated? Go see Gwen on the porch. She's still trying to turn Silent Jim into a conversationalist.
Oh dear.
Dad's doing it crazy and Gwen's dealing with Silent. Good thing I'm normal, right, Mom?
Yes, honey, you're normal.
So all the little pieces seem to come together. When the psychologist that my lawyer sent me to testified that I showed all classic signs of denial.
Yeah.
Well,
Jake.
if something isn't true, you gotta deny it, right?
Right.
So,
Jake.
of course, I denied having a drinking problem. You know I'm no alcoholic.
Sure, you're no alcoholic.
But whenever you deny something like that, it's called denial.
Right.
And
Jake.
when they pin that tag on you, nobody listens to you anymore.
Yeah, Jake.
Well, I told the judge.
Jake! Jake. How about we celebrate your lack of a drinking problem by going out for a beer after dinner?
Now, that sounds good, partner.
We were living in the moment.
So I even told the judge. I'd be willing to see a different psychologist. One chosen by the court.
We could beg or steal
To get a different opinion on the matter.
we would pay back
So,
if tomorrow.
Jim, what is the meaning of life? What?
We never once.
So with all this going
considered how
on,
much
of
we
course
would
things
owe.
weren't going well at work. I didn't even like the job.
When did that time
When the
go?
boss come and let me go, I just said,
We
thanks,
were
boss.
masters
Give me
of
my
our
money.
destiny. We
Well,
had a vision for humanity.
This has been quite a visit.
We would make
Got
our
to get all that
stand
crap
easily.
out about that.
Build
Damn
a highway to
I
that
can't get it
brand new
all.
grave.
I just feel so like wounded in some kind of weird way.
What happened
You've been a big help. You've been a
down
big
that
help to me.
broken,
You're a good friend. I really appreciate it.
Are you sure?
how can dreams change so? We were a ragged band of champions, bandit priests and 7 sons, one for all and all for one. I can't believe we never saw each other go. We just vanished like a mist in drifting snow. Where are the heroes?
Sam Fountain. Sam Fountain from English class? At Bates.
And I realize just how close I am.
So, where you guys from?
Massachusetts. What?
Hey, everybody! We have another mass hole in here.
Out! What? I just got here. What's your name? I'm Brad. This is my good friend, Crazy Jake Krasinski. Wildest cowboy ever to come out of the West. Anybody here ever been arrested on horseback? See Jake to compare notes.
You've been arrested on horseback?
Yep, 3 times.
I was arrested pissing in the flowers in front of the town hall.
That's disgusting.
Hey, the charges were dropped after I weeded the flower beds.
My name's Don. Nice to meet you. All right. Well, this is Judy.
Hi.
This is Crystal. And that's Jack. Hey, look like you're getting a little low on that beer there. Let me get you one.
Thank you, Don.
All right.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. I'm Brad.
And we were walking our horses down a main street of Red Bluff, California. And there was 2 police cars following us with their lights aflash. I felt like I was leading a parade to jail. I gotta go out for a cigarette. Please excuse me, ladies.
What are you talking about? I never said that. I never said that. No, I didn't. No, I did not. I can't.
What is it about men? Are they biologically programmed to be abusers, cheaters, losers, and scoundrels? Look at them all! They're all acting like they own the joint. Hey, you!
Then there was a time I was out riding with some good old boys of mine, and we're just heading down that trail and talking the days and times before.
So I told him it was over.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. What did Jim say when you told him?
Nothing. I wonder how Dad is doing.
I'm sure Jake is still talking.
Maybe he's telling that story that freaked me out when I was little.
Instead, he shot his horse in the head and killed him right out from under him.
I like all those lava lamps over there.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple.
Here you go, Cowboy.
Hey, thanks, partner.
Hey, Brad, let's get a picture of you with Crazy Jake.
Get over here, come on.
Oh, great shot.
Kinda cute.
Oh, thanks. You too. I like your,
You're married, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. So's my wife.
And did he ever lift a finger? No. He didn't do a goddamn thing around the house. I was always picking up dirty socks and underwear. You men are all pigs!
Hey, weren't we married once?
I wouldn't marry you if you were the last male on earth.
What a woman. So I says to the little girl, hey, I'm Gordon Good Guy. She looks at me and says, I believe you must have bastard.
Yeah, tonight I want to hear a drinking song. I want to hear one all about how I've done wrong. I want a song about my baby country boys. Well, if you know me, then you know Johnny Cash. And you know I ain't gonna sing no Rascal Flatts if it ain't about the heartache, the liquor, the beer and wine.
Woo!
Then
Men cannot shake their burritos like that.
Marriage is a two-edged sword, too. On the first hand, it's a huge responsibility. On the second hand, it's a huge responsibility.
I tried marriage once before, but I found it too restricting.
Yes, yes. That's exactly what it is. Too goddamn restricting. It is.
Come on, walk me outside. Let's have a cigarette.
So how'd you get the name Crazy Jake?
Well, I got it from my daddy. He was crazy enough to marry my mother. Oh, boy.
Attention! Who's gonna sing tonight? If nobody steps up, I'm closing the bar.
Hey, is that a guitar back there?
It sure is.
Can I check it out?
Sure can.
Bring that get fiddle here.
Here you go, Jake.
Thank you, man. You know, when my friend Brad brought me up here, he said once he got me out kayaking on the lakes up here that all my troubles would disappear. Damned if he were. I feel so good. I feel so good that I wrote a little song. It was dedicated to my friend Brad. It's called The Crazy Jake Blues. I love old pretty women. I love them through my whole life. I love all the pretty women and I love them all through my life. You know, I love them so much, I made 6 of them my wife. That's the truth. You know, I had 6 divorces, and I still don't know who to blame. I had 6 divorces, and I don't know who to blame. The 6th one, she hurt me, ain't that a crying shame. Yeah, she took my pistol, took my saddle and my money too. She took my pistol, took my saddle, and she took my money too. She stomped from my heart. What's a poor boy gonna do? Now when I marry again, I'm gonna be really grand, really grand. When I marry again, boys, it's gonna be really grand. I'm gonna marry a woman who loves me for whoever I am. That's true, 'cause I'm only holy. Hip, 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 holy, holy. Hip, 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 oh, holy. Up and do the holy. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
Hey, Jude. Hey, Brad.
Hey there.
What you guys doing?
I was just thinking, this doesn't happen to me every day.
Really? What? Sitting in a bar?
Sitting in a bar with two beautiful women. I have a fantasy that starts like this.
Really?
Yep, really. Well, I have to go to the bathroom. Don't you two go away. I'm all right.
He's drunk.
He says, Mr. Krasinski, I don't know what brain snapped, your horses or yours.
Steph, what's up? Yeah, I got it. Brand new, right off the lot. White panel. It's actually pretty.
Got a cigarette?
Sure, hon, I got one right here.
Hun. Hun. Huh. Nobody's called me that in years.
Why's that?
Because men are stupid.
Here, let me light this up for you. Grab that.
Thanks.
Man, it's stupid, huh?
Yeah.
You've had your troubles with him, have you?
Oh, you can tell?
There you are. I thought you'd abandoned me.
You wouldn't do that.
Hi, darling. Sam. Why? Why not?
You know, you're just a high-spirited little mare. You gotta find the right cowboy to get a handle on you.
You think so? I haven't had much luck with men.
Tell me about it. I just finished divorce number 6.
What? 6?
Yep. I'm up here from West Virginia. See my friend in there and try to shake some of my troubles.
Is it working?
Well, you know, my friend in there, he's a godsend. Used to work with him years ago. I just had the feeling he was what I needed. You know, someone to talk to that would understand. And he's great.
Well, that's nice. Finally, a good man. It's getting late.
Oh, you gonna leave me?
Oh, no, we're not through with you. No, siree.
What?
We're not leaving without you.
What?
You're coming home with us tonight.
What?
You're coming home with us tonight. Judy's gonna take care of one half of you, and I'm gonna take care of the other half. Mm-hmm.
We're up. Hey, Jude, let's go teach these guys a lesson.
The last time you taught a lesson, we killed you. Bye, Brad.
You know, she had the nerve accusing me of wasting money. I got that circular saw, to help her redo her dining room. And after that, I never deviated from the budget, not once. Her lawyer brought up the money thing in court. But by then, it wasn't me wasting money. It was me trying to control every penny she spent. I could care less about any money she spent. Boy, I was just going on and on and on, wondering, what did I do wrong anyway? I mean, it was driving me crazy.
Jake!
Hey, Buck! Hey, that's the man I was talking to you about, honey.
Oh, good.
Jake, I think you should stop talking.
Huh?
I said, I think you should stop talking. You've been talking about your divorce since you got here. Every waking minute, you're either telling stories that you've been telling for 25 years, or you're talking about your stupid divorce. She took me to the woodshed and beat the tar out of me. Well, boo-hoo. Poor crazy Jake Krasinski. You know, you spend less time feeling sorry for yourself. You might actually cheer up a little bit. Why don't you talk about something new? How about the weather? How about current events? Or the economy? Why don't you take some interest in other people's lives instead of babbling on and on about yourself? Or how about silence? Why don't you just be quiet? Can you do that, Jake? Can you shut up? Can you just fucking shut up?
Men.
I'm going in. I need a beer. Hey there, little ladies.
We're gonna treat you like a king.
You are never gonna forget this night. Are you ready?
Honey, I was born ready. Just gotta give my keys to Jake.
Excuse me, ladies. May I have a private word with my friend here?
Yeah, sure. Bathroom? Yeah. Oh, don't forget to give him your keys, baby.
Thank you, little darling. Thank you, hon. I know what I am. And I know I'm the last person that you want talking at you right now. But you're going to hear me right now. Because this is important. I have cheated on almost every one of my wives. More times than I can count. More times than I can even remember. It was easy. The only time cheating on your wife is not easy is the first time. After that, there's nothing to it. You've got over 20 years being loyal to Natalie and your girls. Now you're here. And you have to decide. Right now, at this moment, what kind of man are you? I ain't never had much. But I could only hope someday I deserve to have what you have, to come home to every night. Well, as you've made perfectly clear, I've talked enough.
Talking to my girl?
Oh, silly, I'm talking to you.
Well, honey, I see that you've been crying. Did he go and break your heart again?
What do you want to do, old man?
Well, darling, you know this ain't the first time. It's the last time that you go back again. 'Cause this
Darlene,
time
you're never gonna
I'm
guess what
picking
just happened
up
at the tavern. Come on!
You're gonna spend a little time with me.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good, thanks. I thought we should talk a minute before we head in.
I agree. Maybe you can tell me again what I can do for you today.
This is the only program in this corner of the state, so DDS would like to keep it here. So if you could give them some advice on how to run the regulations and...
I guess you're ready to wrap it up. My hope for today is that you realize we came here to help you. I'm not a regular employee of the state, I'm a consultant. I have no authority or oversight here. I hope I made it clear to you today that the Department of Developmental Services take the regulations very seriously. However, I also hope that you realize that if they find that you're not taking them seriously, they're going to bring their business somewhere else.
I think you've been very clear on that, and Ms. Whittemore has provided some great advice.
The least I could do since you provided that delicious lunch. Thank you.
If you could choose, what are one or two things we should focus on?
Natalie?
Embrace the guidelines, train and develop your staff accordingly.
I can't improve on that.
Thank you.
You were great in there. You can make a lot of money consulting, you know. You'd probably drive me right out of business.
I think I'll stay right where I am for a while. Hey, gift of God, why'd you wear jeans today?
Yes, that's for the second part of your assignment.
Oh,
You could follow me there.
where are we going?
I can't tell you. Secret government business.
Oh, are you some kind of spy?
I read somewhere that women like a little mystery in men, so I'm being a little mysterious. Follow me. Great time.
So did I. The last time I skipped work and had this much fun, I can't remember.
Natalie,
Mateo.
wait. Let me just say this. These past few days, I felt something that I thought I was incapable of feeling again. I know it's not just me, Natalie. It can't be. Look at me. Tell me you don't have feelings. You said love changes. That sometimes it's love, sometimes it's hatred, sometimes it's toleration. Why can't it be love all the time? Beautiful, wonderful love. Why can't it be, Natalie? With the right two people, it could be love forever. Love for a lifetime. Maybe we were meant to be together. Maybe it all doesn't have to change.
It doesn't all change.
What?
It doesn't all change, Mateo. There's something that doesn't change if it's meant to be forever.
What's that?
The promise, the I do, the commitment to share a life together. Children, the promise.
Guy was huge, wasn't he?
Are you sure you won't stay the night, Jake? I'll feed you a good dinner. You can rest up and get an early start.
Thank you kindly, hon, but I gotta get home. I gotta clean up my place. I got a little gal from Maine coming down to make a visit.
Really? Who's the lady?
Oh, she's a little gray mare named Mona. We've both been read hard and put away wet. And she's had trouble with men all her life. She's perfect for me.
Well, this was an eventful couple of days, I'd say. Thanks for coming to visit, Jake. It was so nice to see you again.
Me too, darling.
What's this?
Something to open when I'm gone.
He doesn't have to talk.
We were living in the moment. Ripping life from every second. We could beg or steal or borrow. We would pay back if tomorrow ever showed. We never once considered how much we would owe. When did that time go? We were masters of our destiny. We had a vision for humanity. We would make our stand and seize the day. Build a highway to that brand new, brave new world. What happened down that broken, winding road? How can dreams change so? We were a ragged band of champions, bandit priests and 7 sons, one for all and all for one. I can't believe we never saw each each other go. We just vanished like a mist in drifting snow. Where are the heroes? Well, I have searched and found the time. It's in my heart and it's in my mind. My dreams, they may be humble, but they still shine. When I reach outside myself to break the fall of someone else, when I show mercy and see justice done, that's all I ever need to see. A ragged band of champions, Joan of Arcs and outlaw nuns, one for all and all for one, to fulfill the vow we made so long ago. We appear out of the mist like drifting snow.